a psychiatrist, then you're actually mad. Umerogwa, you're mad. We're recording. What's up? You want to say hi to the camera? Jolts you up like an electricity. What do you mean ilirogwa? This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You was talking shit in the beginning.
Okay, fam, welcome back to my channel. Fully back, and I'm ready to give you the best of the best. Anyway, guys, so today I want to talk about anxiety. Like from the last video, I told you I'm going to touch deeper into the anxiety story and give you my personal story of what I went through and how I was able to overcome it. Guys, as you know, I'm not the person to shy from talking about controversial topics and such stuff because I feel mental health is very important nowadays. And nowadays, people are trying to talk about it, which is a good thing, but I feel like it's not that talked about. And actually, most people don't know about it. But today, I want to talk about anxiety because I went through it. And like I've always told you on my videos, I don't like to talk about stuff when I'm going through it, but when I've gone through it and I've overcome, and now I'm able to tell you how I overcame also, or now you can be able to learn from experience, if you know what I mean. Okay, so guys, today I'm going to start with talking about, I actually wrote it down. I wrote everything down so that I don't forget anything. What is anxiety? Like anxiety, as it's like a mental, it's something to do with mental, it's a mental disorder or just something to do with your mental health. And there are 6 types of anxiety. And the first one is panic attacks, which I also got. I'm going to tell you later on in the video. Panic attacks, you start feeling like you're having a heart attack. Actually, symptoms of a heart attack are like panic attacks. You can't control yourself. You feel like you're getting out of control. Yes, your heart is racing and such like things. And then also we have phobias. You know, guys, about phobias. Actually, I have a phobia, I think, of water. I can't swim. Like I fear water. So phobia is like you have a fear of something. If you know, it's an irrational fear of something. It's an irrational actually fear of something, and you tremble, you shake, and such like stuff. And then there are also generalized anxiety disorder (GAD). This is your feeling on edge all the time, and you can't sleep due to overthinking. You're always thinking, restless, and you can't concentrate on anything, even work. And then another one is OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. This is where like you know, you're obsessed, you're consumed with images and thoughts about something. You like things a certain way. Most people are almost perfect, like they have OCD, like you want things a certain way, you know. But now this is when you have an obsession, it becomes a disorder. You're fixated over a ritual or pattern, and you lose track of time. And actually most people like feel shame about it, which is, it's not bad. And then also we have social anxiety. This is where you can't go out, like there are people who like stay in the house. There's a movie I watched, I've forgotten, like a woman who was like she cannot go out. She fears going out, like she stays in her house. Now social anxiety is when you can't go out, you can't go to a restaurant, you can't go to a supermarket, you can't go where there's a lot of people. And even in, you can get social anxiety maybe in a gathering, public speaking, you know, such things. And what have I forgotten? Those are types of anxiety, by the way. And now there are levels to anxiety, and I'm gonna talk about it. The levels of anxiety. Okay, guys, I don't want this video to be actually too long, so I'm just gonna try and summarize everything down. There's a mild anxiety. This is where most people are, you know, just a mild anxiety, like maybe you have a cat or you have an exam you need to do, and you know, that type of anxiety, or an anxiety in a relationship, you know, those are mild anxieties. And then we have moderate anxiety, which I had. You have, after moderate anxiety, you have severe anxiety, and then now you have debilitating anxiety. I had these 3, guys. Trust me, it was crazy, it was hell. I can't wish it on my worst enemy. And it started like, okay, I'm gonna tell you the story about my anxiety. It started with moderate anxiety, and now it kept going up. It kept going to severe, and now it went to debilitating. And this is where you have panic attacks. When it reached that, it's crazy. Like unakanika umerogwa, you know, it's like you're going mad. And my anxiety started like this. I was sick. I went to the hospital, and I was told I have blood infection. Sometime back, my aunt died through blood cancer. And now, when I was told I had blood infection, sometimes you go to the doctors and they just tell you something. They don't even bother explaining. And if you're an empath, actually, most people that get anxiety are empaths. Those people that care so much, they care so much about stuff. Yeah. And those are the people like that anxiety most likely attacks or gets. It gets even other people but those are the people that it usually gets. And now I'm also an overthinker, and I started thinking a lot of things like, now what if it's something crazy. And then now I went to Google doctor, and that is the worst thing you can do, guys. Please stay away from Google doctor, okay? So I started Googling my symptoms, what and what. And already I've been given medicine. I've been given medicine to like treat the blood infection, antibiotics, and I'm getting better. But now I've given myself anxiety. Actually, I can say my anxiety started from, that's not the time it started. It just lipukad that time. But my anxiety, I can say I usually have a fear of death. Just right from when I was little. I don't know why, but I have like a fear of death, like a small fear of death. And for those people who've been following me, for those people who know me, I was actually at some point in my life, I was a Muslim, and I was told so many things, so many crazy things about what happens when someone dies. And I don't want to talk so much about that stuff, but I felt like my anxiety started there. So it was just there, like it was a ticking time bomb. Ilikuwa imetulia tu, inangoja tu something ilipue, something to blow it up. Sorry about that. In case you hear any noise, please just forgive me. Don't think about it. Just listen to what I have to say, because I feel like God has put this in me so that I can be able to tell you guys, because most people actually really don't know about anxiety, and they might be having the symptoms and they're like wondering what is wrong with me. Nani ameniroga? Why am I not getting better? And it's anxiety, because that's how I felt. But I'm gonna tell you this, guys. One thing I forgot also to talk about is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. That is a type of anxiety. And you feel like you can't sleep, you have nightmares, you have recurring images of things that happened. That is part of anxiety. But let's leave that aside. Uh, what did I want to say? So when I went to Dr. Google, yes, and I started Googling my symptoms, and Dr. Google will tell you have Chico. What is it? What's up? You want to say hi to the camera? Come and say hi to the camera. Guys, this is my dog, Chico. Say hi to the camera. He's grown. He's become so big. Okay, so it tells you so many things, and the more anxiety is a fear. It's a fear of something. And now the more you make yourself fear, it grows. Fear feeds anxiety. So it grows. So like I kept fearing from what I was reading, and now my anxiety grew. And now when I went to the hospital, of course I was treated and I became better. I was given antibiotics and I became better. But now since I have symptoms of anxiety, I don't know what is happening. So I'm like, why am I treated and I'm getting better, but I'm still feeling the same way? And then one thing, guys, I'm going to tell you for free. This is a message for free, guys. Please, if you're sick, go to a big hospital, maybe a government hospital. I know there's nice hospitals, small hospitals, maybe if you don't have money or something, but it's better. Government hospitals are not expensive. Go to a government hospital, because these small clinics, they're going to treat you for something that you don't have. watakwekea ugonjwa zenye hauna, my dears, and that's crazy because they kept treating me. They tested everything. I was fine. They tested like everything you can think of, and I was fine. But since I still have the symptoms, which I'm gonna tell you later, a little bit later, I was still feeling bad. So at last, the doctor felt like now there's nothing he can do. So he decided, now let me just tell her to go to Kenyatta. Maybe it's something to do with the brain. Actually, he sent me to Kenyatta to go and do a brain scan because something is wrong with my brain, because I felt dizzy 24 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the symptoms, but that is how my anxiety like started and grew. It actually grew to become a monster. So guys, I'm gonna tell you now my symptoms. uh Most people don't, the mild anxiety, I'm talking now from moderate anxiety to debilitating anxiety symptoms. The ones that I had, though there are so much more. So the ones that I had was I couldn't sleep. I remember there's a time I couldn't sleep even for 1 week. Like I couldn't sleep for 1 week. I slept like 1 hour a day. It was crazy. And actually, come to think of it, I don't know why I didn't get mad. Like I didn't get like crazy mad, but you know when you feel like you want to sleep, you get you like you want to sleep, yes. But now when you go to sleep, there's something, it's like it's an adrenaline rush that like you're dozing off, you're sleeping, and then now that adrenaline rush just jolts you up like an electricity from your legs to your head. Like, guys, I cannot wish this on my worst enemy, guys. I couldn't sleep. I felt dizzy 24 hours. I had blurry vision. I think also due to problem of my eyes, because I can't see. So I think it made things worse because I was seeing blurry things. And what else did I have? I had brain fog. They call it, guys, if I tell you, I've learned these things that I did not know because of anxiety. There's something they call brain fog. It's like a memory loss, a short memory loss. Like you wanted to do something right now, and then in the next minute, you've forgotten what you wanted to do. It's crazy. So I had brain fog. I had heaviness on my head. I couldn't concentrate, lack of concentration. And then I had something. Now, this was the worst of the worst. This was a monster. Like, hii ilikuwa mama yao, baba yao. Like, it's called depersonalization or derealization. Like, you're not in touch with the world and you're not in touch with yourself. Like, you're here 1 minute, the next minute you feel like you're in a matrix or something. You're not there, and then the next minute you've come back to the world. Guys, I feared this thing. This was just crazy. And then also there's also this symptom of a lump in the throat. Like you feel like something is in your throat, you can't breathe. And also I had diarrhea, I had stomach issues, I had chills, trembles and chills, zile unatetemeka lakini hakuna baridi, such things. There's no cold, but you have. Okay, guys, so I'm sorry I lost some of my footage, but yeah, those are the symptoms that I had. So I had to go to Kenyatta, where I met a very good doctor who gave me pills for 1 week to take, and I became better. And after that, she told me to go and see a psychotherapist and a psychiatrist to give me pills or medicine for long term, at least until my symptoms disappear completely. So that's what I did. Like, our parents, they're still back-minded. I don't know if I can call that. They don't know. They feel like if you're sent to a psychiatrist, then you're actually mad. You're mad. So she sent me to a psychiatrist because I needed to go there because I still had my symptoms. So I needed to see a psychiatrist so that I can see the way forward. And I went to a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist actually prescribes for you drugs. It's actually drugs. But a psychotherapist or a psychologist, it's just about talking. And that's how they treat you. So since I still had my symptoms, I had to go to a psychiatrist to get at least meds to help me calm the hell down. Okay? So I was I was prescribed actually drugs, yeah, for anxiety. I took the anxiety because this was like 2020, guys. This is actually why I haven't been on YouTube since 2020 up till now. I thank God that now I'm back, but it was crazy. I didn't have anyone. I didn't have friends. I only had one friend who came from Kisumu. She lives in Kisumu actually. She's my best friend. She came all the way to be there with me, to be roaming around all the hospitals with me. I thank you so much, babes. You know yourself, for being there for me. I can't thank you enough, guys. You need to have like a one amazing, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, but this is a topic for another day. So she helped me out, and I took the drugs for like a year, and now slowly by slowly now they start like letting you loose from the drugs now, so that when you've taken drugs, like they become so much part of you, so they have to cut off slowly, so that, because if they cut once, you go back to the symptoms. So they cut slowly, 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 until now I can say I'm able to manage. Anytime I try, I get a symptoms once in a while, I can manage it myself, but that time I couldn't. I was on heavy drugs. So that's how, from there, my psychiatrist also told me to go and see a psychotherapist, or my therapist, who is so amazing. Guys, you can go to my Instagram actually. My personal Instagram is Ibs Minaj. You can go there and DM me if you have any kind of problem, be it depression. Guys, I have done a video of depression, that I was depressed. I wasn't depressed, because now when I got my anxiety, that's when I came to know that depression is now, it's real, it's crazy. Like, some people even have depression and they don't know they have depression. That is a story for another day. But I feel like I'm thankful so much for God, because if it's not for God, if it's not for praying, I don't know where I would be, plus my medication, plus my psychotherapist. But now I'm better. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna tell you some things that, in case you have anxiety and you're not using meds, or you don't want to use meds, these are some of the things that you can use to just ground you. Breathing techniques that you can use, so that you can be able to lower your anxiety. Also, guys, sorry for the kids outside making noise. Um, just holding an ice cube, taking cold showers, moving your body, going for a walk, going for a run. Also, sunlight, you need to be in the sun most of the times. These are just going to reduce your anxiety so much. Some of the things that I did: changing your environment. Don't stay where you are if you're not comfortable, unless you have social anxiety. But any other thing, just move, go somewhere, go on a vacation if you can. And also rearrange your room, take a pillow and scream on it, and go for a run. These are the things that are going to reduce your anxiety so much, and they're going to help you. And also, things that make anxiety worse: social media. Don't be on social media throughout. It wears you out, it brings you down. Nowadays, social media, I usually tell myself, if it's not because I use social media as a business platform, I won't be on social media. And also, caffeine is very bad. Coffee, don't be taking coffee. Things which high intake of sugar. No sodas. I used to love Fanta so much, I don't take it more often nowadays. Actually, that's part of why I've lost weight. I don't take a lot of sugars. Foods that you take, red meat, such stuff, they really affect your anxiety. This one usually happens to me sometimes. If I don't sleep well, the next morning I'll be feeling crazy. I won't be feeling well, I won't be feeling comfortable. So make sure you have enough sleep, maybe from 6 hours, it's okay, or even 5 hours. There's a time I didn't used to have any sleep. Right now, even if I have 6 hours, sometimes I wake up tired. So make sure you have enough sleep, have your sleep beauty. Okay. Anyway, guys, I think I've helped some people out there who have anxiety, or who wanted to learn about anxiety. And another thing, guys, if you know someone that has anxiety, or if you're trying to help someone if you're trying to communicate, if you're close to someone who has anxiety, try as much as possible to understand them. Actually, I usually say, if you've not gone through anxiety, you cannot get it. you won't get what it actually is. So make sure, please, just be a little kind to those people who have anxiety, who have depression. Make sure you are kind, because most people won't understand what I'm trying to say, but I've gone through it, so I know. Even if you explain how much to people, people won't understand why you're having those symptoms. People won't understand you. Sometimes I usually cancel even on people the last minute. Actually, now I don't even have much friends because people don't understand anxiety. And nowadays I like to keep to myself a lot. So just be kind to someone who has anxiety. Even if you don't understand it, just try and understand them. If they say they don't want to talk to you, give them space. If they don't want to see you, give them space. Most people actually usually, what most people used to tell me is, why are you feeling that way? Or calm down. You can't tell someone who has anxiety to calm down, because it's just words. They won't calm down. Trust me. So just be picky with what to say with the words. Yeah. Right now I'm feeling much better. Actually, I started reading my Bible much often. I read my Bible a lot. I pray a lot. And that is something that has really helped me. Because even God said, cast your burdens unto me and I'll give you rest. Yeah, something like that. If those people who are weary and tired, bring your burdens to me and I'll give you rest. That is our God. So trust me, God is going to give you rest. Okay? And if you're worried, there's also a verse for it. I've forgotten how it goes, but don't be worried about nothing, because God has everything planned out for you, you know. Don't be worried about tomorrow. I know it's hard to hear if you have anxiety, but just try and ground yourself. Don't be worried. God has everything in control. If you actually was gonna die, you was gonna die. You will die. Nothing is gonna stop it when the time comes. So just have that peace of mind. Nowadays, I have a lot of peace of mind. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Everything works the way it works. Everyone is gonna die, and you just have to make peace with it. I'm still going through my therapy sessions, and I'm so happy about it. Therapy actually helps a lot. So make sure, guys, if you can, go to therapy. If you don't understand anything about anxiety, try and research. I think I've tried to mention everything I can in this video. I hope this video won't be too long, guys, but I hope this helps. Otherwise, that's it for today. I'm glad to be back. If you like this video, please like it, share so that so many people can be able to get to know and learn. Comment anything down below. Let me know what else you would like me to do, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, loves.
I don't wanna hype you, but you a lucky nigga if my mean ass like you. You ain't never have a bitch understand you. Most of them wanna use you when they ran.